rebels together, we're rebels forever. Family, so much more. Together we will face the nation, rebel to the core. Oh, hello, every pony. I'm sorry I didn't see you there. Hello, I'm Starlight, and this is Pinkie Pie Apple Pie. Pinkie Apple Pie. So, yeah, I love this episode. It had the catchiest song of the season so far. Like, this song will be stuck in my head for a week. I guarantee it. And it is fun. And when now I knew this episode was coming up because of, even though I hate spoilers, when it's everywhere, I gave in to temptation and watched a spoiler reel. Forgive me. I'm sorry. And so, we are talking about genetics, apparently, in this episode. Twilight is looking up her family history, and apparently her friends, because Applejack's family is in that pile. So Pinkie Pie, being Pinkie Pie, pulls the bottom one from the stack, and the stack does not fall. The expression on Twilight and Spike's face made me and my nephew laugh. I don't care if my nephew's dad forbids me to let him watch the show. He is 4 years old. If he wants to watch My Little Ponies, he will be allowed to watch My Little Ponies. If they have a problem with it, he doesn't have to stay at our house. So, as I was saying, they are watching Pinkie Pie pull out the bottom one. It's hilarity. And she comes to the very bottom of the skull and is so excited because why? Pinkie Pie is Applejack's sister. No, that was a tease. She is apparently second cousin, twice removed. And yeah, I have cousins like that. Yeah, I don't really know about them being considered family. But blood is blood. And as this episode shows, blood is thicker than water. And my favorite parts of this episode is when Applejack is trying to not kill Granny Smith and Apple Bloom. Well, the whole family. They're trying not to kill each other. They're bickering with each other with smiles on their face because they don't want Pinkie Pie to see the bad side of the family. Well, it makes you think that Pinkie Pie doesn't go see her family, does she? Because Applejack doesn't mention the Pie family or, or anything like that. And it makes you think the way she treats that Pinkie Pie doesn't have a family. And so, yeah. And Pinkie Pie was super excited when she said it's just like being a sister. It makes you wonder if maybe she isn't that close to her sisters anymore. It's kind of sad. I can understand because me and my sisters have drifted apart, and it can be pretty hard sometimes. But when all else fails, sing a song. And this episode had one of the catchiest songs of the season so far. It is as catchy as Winter Wrap-Up, I swear. And it is great. I love this episode. It shows how disorganized families work when they are stuck in close proximity to each other for hours on end. Meaning, they want to kill each other. Trust me, I've been stuck with my 3 sisters and my mom in a car for 12 hours before. It's around the 3-hour mark when you really want to start killing them. It's when you start running out of things to say, and the car gets awkwardly silent, and you start turning on the radio just to have some noise in the car. It's at this point where you start faking that you're asleep, just so that way then you don't have to talk to your family. And God forbid you have a screw-up in your family, because then they will bring up everything else to put the blame on them, on other people instead of themselves. Yeah, so it's a fun episode. I like this episode. I mean, it didn't tie together a thread of continuity like I was hoping. I was kind of hoping they would be going to this Apple fair that was mentioned earlier, but sadly, no. Threads of continuity have not been thrown together yet. I'm really hoping they're not adding all these threads of continuity to have them just tie together at the end of the two-parter, because that's way too much stuff. I mean, what are they going to do? Have it be attacked during the country fair? And I hope not. Please, writers, if you're listening to this, start tying the threads of continuity together. Don't do it all at the last second. It doesn't work. You'll be trying to stuff too much into one part. It'll be magical mystery cure all over again. Please, don't. It will be good, but it will be too much. You can only stuff so much into an episode. And I am getting off track. Big surprise there. I like this episode. It's good. It has Applejack, it has Pinkie Pie, which you don't really get to see together all that often. And yeah, it's funny, and we got Granny Smith and Big Macintosh. I love it when Granny Smith stops Big Macintosh from talking. And Big Macintosh can sing. Well, it's nice to have a bass in there. Well, Starlight Pony shining out. I hope you all watch this episode after you've seen it, because otherwise you'll think I'm a driveling idiot. And this is the end to Cobalt Time. Starlight Pony shining out.